My name is Rose, and I learned about Set Free through an instructor I had. Back in October, I kind of fell apart. I quit my job, quit school, and started staying home. I was depressed and got on lorazepam so I could sleep and function, but that wasn't going too great. So I decided one day to come to this meeting. It was heavy on my heart, so I came, and it was great. I met a guy named Nathan, and he talked to me, and he had me make a list of things I was angry about. And one of my biggest angers was my dad. He abandoned me when I was little, actually before I was born, and neglected me. And I could see him on the street, and he'd ignore me. I could walk right beside him. I didn't exist. And he lived a block away from me, so I had to watch him raise another child my whole life. So I had a lot of anger towards him, and I even tried to go to the hospital and see him before he died, but he wouldn't acknowledge I was there. So I just carried a lot of anger toward him all my life. But Nathan had me make a list of everything, and we did. We made a list, and then he led me through a prayer, and we prayed through everything, and I gave it to God, everything I was angry at my dad for, and it was gone. God told me, he said, "I'm your father." I was on a natural high for 2 days after that. I had such a burden released from me. I never had to take any more medication to function. I could sleep through the night with peace. And I just smiled. I had so much happiness in my heart. My marriage was rocky all these years because of the anger I had inside of me. But I didn't realize that's why I was angry. I always thought it was him. But a lot of it was me. But after I released all my anger, it was a lot easier. Things didn't bother me. I didn't blow up. It was just so much calmer. And then I come back to the meeting, and I talked to Brother Jim, and I told him I had some sadness and everything, and still some things bother me a little bit. And he asked me if I was saved, and I said no. So he led me through the prayer, and I was saved that night. And it's been great since. My life is so much better. I can't even begin to tell you the miracles. So now I'm doing awesome. I don't take any medications except for when I have to, like my diabetes, but no antidepressants, no sleeping aids. It's just awesome. Life is just so much better. I don't know what I'd done without Set Free. I don't know what I'd have done if I just kept falling and falling deeper. And it sounds unreal when people hear it. It sounds unreal whenever you say it, but this is real. All you got to do is pray. You got to give it to God. And without Set Free, though, I couldn't have done that. I wouldn't have known how to do it. I've prayed many times, but it's not the same. This is so much deeper. It's so much more communication with God. It's more of a relationship. So I highly recommend Set Free. Letting go of the anger, letting go of all this crud that holds you down in life. You need to let it go. You need to give it to God. I can say my marriage is so much better now. We don't fight. I don't have the anger. He doesn't have the anger. So there's no fire building fire. It doesn't explode. Life is just so much better now. My marriage is good. My relationships are so much better with people. I just have a better attitude toward life.